Next thing is your eye contact. Your eye contact is very important with the people when you speak. For example, in an interview panel, there are chances for one and more or three to five people in and around you. So you have to focus on each and every moment or second. You have to focus on all the people in the panel, so that it makes them feel that you're very strong enough to face the people. Eye contact is another technical side, but it can be taken in another video also, because it is an, even if it is a very small word, it has an very elaborative class, or it has elaborative points to be explained. So everybody knows the importance of eye contact, so I am just stopping by there. And the next one is your dress code. Your dress code is obviously observed by the people who are interviewing you, because it gives a positive feel about you, and are you adaptable to the place and the people. So it will be valued, obviously it will be valued. So we used to say a dress code named as formals, isn't it? And so a formals is very important methodology to be followed during an interview times. So that is one of the point to be remembered in your interviews. And next thing is, apart from your resume, you have to answer any questions. You have to make sure that you think about it, or if not, if it is taking some time that you cannot explain it, you can be like, please excuse me sir or ma'am, I need some time to prepare. Can you give me a second so that I can prepare well on my questions? So you have to be asking excuses, or you can proceed with your answers if it is very clear and perfect. You can just go and answer to the questions. That is one. And as I mentioned in the beginning, that is presence of mind is very important, because only with that you can handle the interview tactics and interview questions. Because most of the time, as I'm been in placements, I have seen, or I have observed the interview panels, like they used to ask the questions to the students. To a student, they'll ask like, how do you handle stress? So I used to wonder, what is the stress those students are going to have. So they'll be like, yes, I have stress during exam times, or if my mother or father is telling me don't use a mobile, or don't go with friends, or if they need to go out, so if they need of money or anything, if it is comes to their personal, it's giving them a stress. So how do you handle a stress? And people the interviewers invite answers very professionally for this. We will think that it is a very silly question, but the interviewers will ask for a very professional question, answering for this particular things. And the next question I used to wonder is that, how do you handle criticism? So handling criticisms, yes, of course, handling criticisms is very important, because nobody is going to just pull you up and say that, wow, you have done a great work, Insla. It's not like that. Nobody is going to do that. Sometimes every human makes mistakes, when even if a mission can, a human also will do that. We have to accept that. But still we can see many people used to be like, why you're not fit for something or something like that. So even a young child or young student or young man or a young girl could have been through that criticisms. So when you grow older and older, when you're getting into the next professional heights and all, obviously we have to face so many criticisms. So how do you handle criticism? So for this criticism, you have to have acceptance is more important. Yes, I'm doing a mistake, or somebody is correcting me. If you're perfect, then it's not an issue. But if there is not, if there is a need to make any corrections in your professionals, you have to make sure that you will be like, yes, I will handle my criticisms like, if it is accepted, if it is to be accepted, I will do it, and I'll take it as a token for my success. You have to be very positive like this. And the next thing is, I had a case study yesterday in my class. Based on this interview, so it was like, my students were making some we were making an video based on interviews. So they were very very nervous, even though they know that it is not an real interview, but they all were, oh my god, what is going to happen, because even they could not handle their friends are observing them or their teacher is observing them. So what is the day of an interview in their real life? So interview, my perspective is I remember one of my first interview. In my first interview, one of my interviewers said that I was very nervous because it is my first interview, right? So I was very nervous. So on the time, but still I couldn't resist my what to say, enthusiasm. During that time I was very happy. Oh my god, I'm going to attend and I'm attending an interview, and I'm going to get placed in a job, and that too to an professor or assistant professor work. And I was really surprised. My mind is speaking behind me, and it is giving me so much of surprising words. And I was just shocked. Okay, what is happening here, like that? And suddenly the sir said me, and I was giving my intro. The interviewer were like, I think you are very happy about your own when you say about an self introduction on you. And I was like, yes, sir, I'm very happy, and I'm very in a very joyful moment. I don't know, I feel like I'm sitting in a dream. So have to be very connective with our introductions and with the people, and we have to have a very good qualitative interaction with the people whom we meet during interview times. It will give a good opinion about you, and we have to make sure that people are very eager to know about us. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to my video. Thank you so much.